Hello everyone. It's me again, Kai. Uh, this video is actually coming a little sooner than I expected it would. I told you guys September 14th would be the next video in regards to my gender therapy session. However, yesterday I was able to, I lucked out because the receptionist called me and told me that someone had canceled for yesterday. And since I really wanted to get this session done, she knew um, that I'd probably be a good person to call to come in and reschedule. So instead of my first therapy session being on the September 14th, it ended up being yesterday at 3:15 p.m. Yeah. Um, and it went well. It went actually a whole lot better than I expected it to go. And I had a whole lot of nerves that you guys could see in my last video, but I was really nervous for no reason. It turned out my therapist is awesome. I feel comfortable with her. She's comfortable with me, and she's going to be. I can already tell she's going to be a great support throughout this whole transition. Um, she even gave me the okay to go to the psychologist next door and sign up for like the new client information, fill out the paperwork and everything. And now I'm currently waiting for a call back from that psychologist so she can give me so we can schedule a date so I can do my evaluation. And the evaluation is basically to make sure there's no other issues that we need to work on before the gender part, like depression, OCD, PTSD, stuff like that. Because if those issues need to be worked on, they have to be worked on before I start any hormones, because it could make them, worse or whatever. So if there's anything wrong, then she's just evaluating for that, so we can work on those issues, get those under control, and then move on to the next step. Hopefully there's no issues that are there that need to be resolved, but, we'll take it a strata at a time, I guess. Um, Sorry, my phone's being blown up, because I asked people if they're good at making logos, and I need a website for my business, so that's why my phone's being blown up right now. And then after the evaluation, let's say that I get, everything goes smoothly for my evaluation, there's no underlying, problems that we need to work on, there's nothing that we need to, resolve before going to the hormones, everything's good. Everything's A-okay. She gives me the okay, writes me whatever letter, and saying that she did the evaluation and all that. And now she sends me on my way to a doctor who will do blood work on me to make sure that there's nothing preventing me from getting one of the hormones. So basically what the doctor is going to do is run blood tests on me and check for pretty much everything that would get in the way of the hormones, which in my case would be the T, testosterone. And then after the blood work comes back, and let's say the blood work is perfectly fine, A-okay, I'm good to go, and then I will start my T. So that's pretty much the lineup of how everything's supposed to go. And I have more therapy sessions in between all of these processes. Like my next therapy session is September 15th, which is, what is that, Tuesday. Around like, I think it's 11:15 in the morning. So Tuesday, I should be having another video coming about that therapy session and just, little updates and everything. But basically, anyone who is considering scheduling a therapy session to start their transition, start their journey, and if you're nervous about anything about gender therapy, really don't be nervous. I had worried myself so much, and I didn't have to do that. It ended up going smoothly. You're going to be taken care of. Make sure you go to a therapist who you know, either specializes in LGBT plus issues or at least works with members of the community, you know. That way you know that you'll be comfortable because they, you know, work with people like you. And you'll also be comfortable knowing that they're not going to discriminate or anything against you. And they'll also be comfortable, okay, because you want to make sure that they're comfortable giving you, you know, therapy sessions. Because if you go to someone who is a bigot and believes that you're an abomination or whatever, that's obviously not the therapist for you. Make sure you do your research on who you're going to. If someone recommends someone to you in that area or anything, make sure you do your research on them. That way you're not just going from someone else's word, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. That will also help a lot with nervousness and just being unsure. Let me see. But yeah, just don't worry. You'll go in there, you'll do the introduction of everything is, you know, your name and what do you like to do, who are you, you know, stuff like that. Paperwork, things like that. Then your therapist will ask you questions, and depending on your insurance company, you might have to ask a few more questions because some insurance companies, like mine, require another evaluation before you start anything. So, I mean, they're just simple questions, like yes or no questions, or questions like, on a scale of 1 through like 5, you know, how do you feel about this, or what about this, you know what I mean? So, I mean, just relax, take deep breaths, and you will get through everything a-okay. I promise. It's really not bad. It's actually kind of fun too. So I'm looking forward to going back to my next session. I'm guessing I'm going to her every couple weeks, especially at the start of this transition, to make sure everything's good so we can talk about me and how I feel, which is different, but I'm looking forward to it. So it's another part of this journey, and I'm glad I got that part started already, because now I'm one step closer to my goal, which is to get on T. So I will update you guys on September 15th, hopefully, unless I have stuff to do, but I will update you guys on September 15th about my, you know, if anything's different with the therapy, or if anything's brought up that I feel like you guys should know about, you know, anything like that, that relates to the process and the transition. I will let you guys know. And whenever I get a call back from the psychologist about my evaluation, I will make a video after I see her also. That way you guys can kind of get an idea of what you're going to go through during the evaluation. I'm sure it's not going to be difficult. It's probably going to be like my therapy session, I'm hoping. So, but I'll let you guys know kind of what to expect, what to be ready for. I think that's all I have. So, yeah. Keep a lookout for my next video. I will be updating you guys regularly, and sometimes I can't make a video on the day that I actually go to the sessions or do whatever, but I will be making a video no later than the next day, hopefully. So just, you know, bear with me and stay tuned.